When life feels heavy, when everything seems to hurt and nothing makes sense, I want you to pause, gently place your hand over your heart, and know, truly know, that you are not alone in this. It's okay to feel the ache. It's okay if the tears come. You are not weak for feeling. You are not broken for being overwhelmed. There is nothing wrong with you. Every single part of you is trying to find peace again, and that's a beautiful thing. So many people go through life hiding their wounds, pretending they are fine, when their soul is quietly begging for rest, for healing, for someone to simply say, "It's okay. You're safe now. Let go." The pain you feel today may seem unbearable, as if it's carved its way through your spirit. But even in that pain, something inside you remains steady. That part is your inner truth, the deeper wisdom that whispers, "This won't last forever." Life moves in seasons. Just as the sun rises after the darkest night, so too will your heart begin to glow again with light, warmth, and hope. The universe does not abandon us in our suffering. In fact, it wraps us closer in its embrace during those times, offering unseen support and divine timing that we may not yet understand. This pain is not here to define you. It is here to free you from what no longer serves your highest good. Often we try to push pain away. We don't want to feel it. We think ignoring it will make it disappear. But pain does not vanish when hidden. It only grows stronger. It shows up in our thoughts, our body, our energy. But when you allow yourself to sit with the feeling, not to judge it, not to label it as bad, but to simply feel it, you begin to take back your power. You begin to say, "I am willing to heal." And healing begins the moment you say yes to yourself. The universe hears you, even in your silence, even when your words get stuck in your throat, even when you feel like giving up. The universe knows your heart, and it is already moving mountains to bring you the healing you deserve. Every tear, every hurt, every unanswered prayer, it's all part of a deeper story being written just for you. A story of becoming, a story of rising, a story of being gently set free. You see, healing is not about fixing what is wrong. It's about loving yourself through what has been painful. It's about sitting in the quiet and saying, "I choose me." It's about letting your body relax into the knowing that you are already whole. No matter what has happened, no matter what was lost, you are whole. You are lovable. You are enough. You always have been. And when you begin to treat yourself with that kind of kindness, the universe responds. It starts showing you people, moments, thoughts, and miracles that reflect the love you are choosing to give yourself. Life may not change all at once. The past cannot be erased, but your relationship with yourself can change everything. That's the beginning of true freedom. And it begins by honoring your pain, not pushing it away, but letting it speak to you, teach you, soften you. So today, speak to yourself gently. If there's a voice inside you that says you should be over it by now, or that you shouldn't feel this much, thank that voice for trying to protect you, but tell it kindly that you're choosing love instead. You're choosing to feel, to heal, to be present with your truth. There's no rush, no pressure, just this sacred moment, just this breath, and the deep knowing that the universe is already guiding you home. Let us take a slow breath together. Inhale peace, exhale pressure, inhale hope, exhale fear. Let that become your rhythm today. In this very moment, the universe is writing a beautiful story with your name on it. It's okay if you can't see the ending yet. It's okay if the next page still feels unclear. You are not meant to have all the answers. You are only meant to trust that each chapter is leading you to more freedom, more light, more truth. What if every tear you've cried is watering the garden of your future joy? What if the pain was not punishment, but preparation for the peace that's coming? What if every closed door, every goodbye, every heartbreak was the universe saying, there's something greater ahead, but first we must let go of what no longer fits your spirit. This is not about blaming the past. It's about blessing yourself for surviving it. It's about understanding that you are allowed to outgrow what once comforted you. Sometimes pain shows up because the soul is ready to stretch, to expand beyond old stories and embrace new possibilities. Yes, it hurts to change. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but the discomfort is temporary, and what's on the other side is freedom, peace, a sense of self that is more powerful than anything that has ever hurt you. Growth can feel like falling apart, but it is really the falling away of what was never truly yours. And that's a sacred process, one that asks for your trust more than your understanding, one that calls you to hold yourself with tenderness, even when the world feels sharp. You are not broken. You are breaking through. Even when life has felt like a storm, the storm has not been the end of you. It has simply been the wind clearing away what you no longer needed. The relationships that taught you, the situations that shaped you, the lessons that woke you up. These were not meant to define your worth. They were meant to reveal your strength. And now, in this moment of awareness, you are being asked to choose. Will you let the pain shrink you, or will you let it grow you? Will you carry the past like a burden, or will you honor it as a teacher and walk forward lighter? There is no right or wrong way to heal. There is only your way, and your way will always be enough as long as it is rooted in love. Let yourself feel it all, because feeling is not weakness. It is a sign that your heart is open, and an open heart is where miracles begin. Even if you do not know where this journey is going, take the next small step. That step might be breathing with intention. It might be saying one kind word to yourself in the mirror. It might be writing down a feeling instead of running from it. Each of those is powerful. Each of those is worthy. Each of those is enough. And know this, you are not being punished. You are being prepared. The pain is not here to destroy you. It is here to clear the way, to help you remember who you are, to teach you that your worth has never been measured by anyone else's ability to see it. You are worthy now. You are healing now. You are free to become who you were always meant to be. And no past, no wound, no story can take that away from you. Each breath, each tear, each moment of surrender is carrying you closer to your truth. The truth that says, I am love, I am safe, I am ready to heal. That is enough. You are enough, and your healing has already begun. There comes a time in every soul's journey when clinging becomes heavier than letting go. Holding on may have once felt like safety, like stability, but now holding on feels tight, painful, and exhausting. This is the universe's gentle invitation to release, not to forget, not to erase, but to finally set yourself free from the weight of what was. You are not required to carry every memory, every word, every wound with you. You are allowed to breathe again without the burden of the past resting on your chest. Letting go is not rejection. It is not abandonment. It is not weakness. It is an act of deep self-love. It says, I deserve peace more than I deserve punishment. So many carry guilt like a chain, but guilt is not your home. Shame is not your name. The stories you've outgrown are no longer your responsibility to keep alive. When you release what has already ended, you make space for what is waiting to begin. Sometimes we hold on because we think it's all we've ever known. We become familiar with the ache, the tension, the patterns that once made us feel needed. But you are not here to survive cycles that hurt you. You're here to break them. And breaking them begins with one small act of release. Perhaps that release is a deep sigh. Perhaps it's writing a letter you never send. Perhaps it's crying into a pillow and letting the tears carry away the blame. Whatever it looks like for you, know this. Letting go doesn't erase love. It honors truth. You can bless something and still let it go. You can forgive without returning to pain. You can thank the chapter and still close the book. You are not betraying anyone by choosing your peace. You are honoring your soul by returning to what is real, what is kind, what is true. And truth never demands your suffering. Release is not a grand event. It is a daily decision, a quiet whisper that says, today I choose softness. Even if yesterday you clung tightly, today you can choose again. You can choose to unclench your fists, to breathe without bitterness, to walk with an open heart, even if it's still tender. There is no perfect way to let go. There is only the willingness to stop resisting what your spirit already knows. Take a moment and breathe into that knowing. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw relax. Let your heart remember what it feels like to be free. That freedom is not somewhere far away. It lives inside you now, waiting for your permission to come alive. And in that freedom, you begin to notice something else, a subtle shift, a sense that maybe, just maybe, life isn't working against you. Maybe it's been rearranging itself for your good all along. Maybe every closed door was grace, every delay, a protection, every painful goodbye, a necessary clearing. The universe doesn't make mistakes. Even when it looks like chaos, there is a deep order moving behind the scenes, orchestrating your highest good. What if the pain you've carried was not a sign of being forsaken, but a sign that something sacred was growing within you? What if the delays were the universe saying, wait, not this, something better? What if the ending you feared was the very thing that set you free from a story that no longer fit your future? You are part of a greater rhythm. You are being led even when you feel lost. Just as the river doesn't question the path it flows, you too are allowed to trust that your journey has meaning, even in the bends, even in the stillness. The universe doesn't need you to figure it all out. It simply asks you to stay open, to stay willing, to keep listening to your heart. That whisper you hear, the one that says there's more for you, it's true. That quiet pull toward peace, it's real. You don't need to chase the plan. You just need to say yes to the guidance that's already present. And that guidance lives in your body, in your breath, in your being. Your body is wise. It carries every memory, every emotion, every signal, and it also carries the keys to your healing. Every time your shoulders tense, your breath shortens, your heart races, it is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is your body calling for compassion. It's saying, listen to me. I need love, not judgment, not fixing, just love. And your thoughts, those quiet, constant thoughts, they are not just passing clouds. They shape how your body feels, how your emotions unfold, how your energy moves. When your thoughts are gentle, your whole being softens. When your thoughts are kind, your body begins to trust again. That is the beautiful connection between the mind and the body. They are not separate. They are partners in your healing. If your thoughts have been sharp, it's okay. If you've said harsh things to yourself, it's okay. You were doing the best you could with what you knew, but now you know more. Now you know that your words to yourself matter. They ripple through your body like water through roots. Choose words that nourish. Choose thoughts that heal, and you will see how your body begins to feel safer, lighter, more whole. You might begin with one small affirmation, one quiet sentence. Perhaps I am safe now, or I allow myself to rest, or I choose thoughts that feel like kindness. Let those words repeat, not to force a feeling, but to remind yourself that healing is possible. Speak to yourself the way you wish someone had once spoken to you. Speak like a loving friend, a gentle guide, a soft presence. You are worthy of that voice. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness choosing them. You are not your past. You are the soul evolving from it. You are not broken. You are healing. And your healing is not a race. It is a sacred return to truth, a return to peace, a return to you. The most powerful thing you can do today is love yourself exactly where you are, not when you've healed everything, not when everything feels good, but now, in the middle of the mess, in the softness of your becoming. Because even now, you are enough. Even now, you are growing. And as you grow, you give others permission to grow too. Your healing is not selfish, it is sacred. Your peace is not a luxury, it is your birthright, and you are allowed to claim it today, gently, lovingly, completely. Sometimes the greatest freedom begins with forgiveness, not the kind that is rushed or forced, not the kind that skips over your pain or silences your truth, but the kind that whispers gently to your heart. You no longer need to carry this with you. Forgiveness is not a gift you give to the past. It is a gift you give to yourself, here and now. It doesn't mean that what happened was okay. It means you are no longer willing to let what happened live inside your body, in your thoughts, in your energy. Forgiveness does not erase the lessons. It honors them. It does not make you weak. It sets you free. You may find that the hardest person to forgive is not the world, but yourself. And that is okay. Many have been taught to believe that they should have done more, known better, been stronger, but those beliefs are rooted in judgment, not truth. You did the best you could with the awareness you had at the time. That is all anyone can do. And now, you are waking up to a new way of being, a way that is built on compassion, not criticism. Take a breath and say to yourself, I am willing to forgive. I am willing to release. Even if you don't feel ready, the willingness is enough to open the door. And when that door opens, love rushes in. The love that reminds you that your past does not define your worth. The love that wraps around your shame and says, you are whole, even here. The love that clears space for peace to settle where pain once lived. Sometimes the act of forgiveness is quiet. It happens in the mirror when you look into your own eyes and choose not to blame yourself. It happens in the stillness of your breath when you say, I did not deserve that, but I no longer need to relive it. It happens when you let go of needing apologies that may never come and instead give yourself the apology you've always needed. I'm sorry you were hurt. I love you. You didn't deserve that, and I'm here for you now. You don't need a special day or a ceremony to forgive. You only need a soft heart and the courage to choose freedom, bit by bit, thought by thought, layer by layer. Forgiveness is a process, and every small act of it is enough. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are healing, and healing moves at the pace of love. Now, as forgiveness softens the hard places within you, something beautiful begins to bloom: gratitude. Gratitude is not about pretending that everything is perfect. It is about seeing that even through imperfection, there has been growth. Even in the ache, there has been wisdom. Gratitude doesn't ask you to ignore the pain. It invites you to expand beyond it. When you start to give thanks, not just for the good things, but also for the lessons, the shifts, the new awareness, you step into your power. You shift from why did this happen to me to what is this teaching me? And that shift changes everything. Gratitude is not an obligation. It is a vibration. It is the language of the heart that says, even this has purpose. Even now, I can love myself. Try starting with something simple. Thank you, body, for holding me through it all. Thank you, breath, for reminding me I am alive. Thank you, heart, for still beating with hope. These are not just words, they are keys. Each thank you unlocks a door inside you, a door to peace, a door to freedom, a door to love. Gratitude lifts you. It lightens your steps. It softens your judgments. It calls in more blessings, not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you become more open to seeing the beauty that was always there. The smile of a stranger, the warmth of a blanket, the silence of the early morning. These are not small things. They are moments of grace. And when you gather them in your heart, you begin to feel rich, not with things, but with presence. And that presence reminds you, you are not broken, you are blooming, you are not behind, you are becoming. Every painful chapter was part of this unfolding, and now your soul is remembering who it truly is. You were never meant to stay in the dark. You were always meant to grow toward the light. The pain was not your prison. It was your passage. And the moment you begin to see yourself through the eyes of love, you step into the life that has been waiting for you all along. There is nothing wrong with you. There never was. There were only old beliefs, old wounds, old stories that no longer belong in your hands. Let them go now, gently, with compassion, and pick up something new, your truth. Your truth is this: you are whole, you are healing, you are held, Even when the path feels uncertain, even when your heart still aches, even when you feel afraid, the universe is holding you, guiding you, loving you. You are not behind, you are right on time, and every step you take toward yourself, every kind thought, every breath of forgiveness, every moment of gratitude is rewriting your story, not into something perfect, but into something real, something beautiful, something free. So as you stand here now at this new threshold of your life, I want you to say to yourself, I am no longer defined by pain. I am defined by my willingness to heal. D, release the past and step into the light of my truth. I am free to be who I truly am. And let those words carry you forward, not into a future of fear or pressure, but into a future of softness, strength, and self-love. The universe is not behind you pushing, it is beside you walking, it is within you speaking, and it is ahead of you preparing the way. Trust that, trust your journey, trust yourself. You are doing beautifully. You are healing deeply. You are already free. And now the rest of your life begins, not as a struggle to escape the past, but as a sacred celebration of everything you've become. You are safe. You are loved. You are free.